Y'all, let's build an absolutely bonkers reanimator package with Aruami of the Dead Tide. Using her ability, we can reanimate, quote, quote, any creature from the graveyard by getting rid of 3 other creatures in our graveyard. That reanimation, however, is an encore reanimation, so we exile the creature and create 3 token copies of it. They all have haste, and they can attack each of our opponents. If we use cards like Obsessive Stitcher, Vohar, Thought Courier, and Merfolk Looter, along with cards like Hostile Negotiations and Factor Fiction, we should be able to get our graveyard nice and fluffed with all kinds of resources, not only to exile, but also in order to reanimate them. And if we choose to use her ability to reanimate cards like Floating Dream Zubra, we should be able to draw 9 cards at once for only 2 mana. That's nutty. We can also use her ability to summon 3 copies of Archfiend of Sorrows, effectively wiping the entire board, or 3 copies of Massacre Worm, wiping the entire board, and also stripping our opponents of 6 life each. If we also make sure that we're reanimating small guys with her ability, like Virus Beetle, Nezami Informant, Hectize, and Burglar Rat, we can strip our opponents away of 3 cards in their hands each, and if players aren't playing proper draw, this will just knock them out of a game. We can use cards like Scythe Spectre, Junji, and Malboro in order to combine that group discard with a ton of burn so that we are advancing our state to the end of the game, not just locking people in a game forever. And we should be able to pack our deck with tons of reanimation like Phyrexian Delver, Ever After, Coiling Rebirth, and Victimize that can get multiple creatures out so that even when our commander's not reanimating things, we're still reanimating at a very good rate. Also remember that the flashback of Dread Return can just sacrifice the tokens that she spawns in order to reanimate a creature. Speaking of those creatures, they get sacrificed at the end of the turn, so why not use Plaguecrafter, Demon's Disciple, and hell, even a Butcher of Malakir to turn all that sacrificing into just straight up advantage. Or just use Volatile Stormdrake to flat out steal the creatures away from our opponents. If you reanimate 3 Garys with her ability, then you may just end up winning the game outright, but if you get cards like Scion of Darkness or Sepulchre Primordial that are big and do very powerful things, but you want to keep them around so you can beat your opponents down, then use cards like Teferi's Veil to phase your tokens out. As they don't leave the battlefield, you get to keep them effectively forever. All in all, I think Aruami is an absolutely nutty commander, but if you want to see the full guide to how to build and play her, then check out the related video. And hey, if you've got any commanders you want me to cover, let me know in the comment section below. I would love to see you in the next videos.